Tomorrow, the Washington Spirit will play in the National Women's Soccer League Championship for the second straight year. Our Simone Alba joins us from San Jose, California with CBS morning anchor Gayle King. And the two talk about the importance of women in sports.
I wanted first just to get your feeling of being here. The lights came on and I saw you walk out.
Yes.
And what was just taking in the energy of the stadium? What was that like?
Didn't
for
you just hear the roar of the crowd? But that's what it's going to be like on Saturday night. Imagine 18,000 people can sit in this stadium and every seat is going to be full. But it's so exciting because I love to see people get excited about women's sports.
Sure.
I'm not an athlete. You look like you were an athlete. You played something.
Sweet. Soccer. I played soccer.
You did? Okay,
yeah.
then
not well.
Yeah, but you played it. So you were on a team and everything.
Yeah, I did the whole thing.
No one has ever said, Gayle, let's get Gayle on our team. Said no one ever. So I really admire women in particular who are athletes. So for you, I know this must be very exciting.
It's very cool. And, and also just to see the production of CBS Mornings coming out here.
Yes.
Because to take the whole show on the road, I know you all have done this before, but you are giving women's sports such a platform. Why is that so important to you?
And it's a big deal for us whenever we take the show on the road because it costs a couple of bucks. So we only do it for something that is really significant and meaningful. But look at what is happening to women's sports, all women's sports, and it's so long overdue. And I did something with track and field recently, and one of the athletes said, I would have never dreamed that this was possible. So for young girls and young women to see that people, like to see you all out there, and what it represents and the message that it sends, I don't think you can say that enough. So I'm so psyched to be here.
Well, especially, the Washington Spirit. We're representing Washington,
yes.
D.C. out here, and they have
and
some
the color is yellow.
Business.
Yellow's my favorite color.
See?
Well, see, they're already highly motivated because of last year.
Right.
And I think that gives you a little bit of an edge because you're coming back saying, this time we are going to be vindicated.
Right.
They want to show, okay, we're ready. But listen, Gotham is ready too.
Yes.
What I know is that this is going to be a really, really great match. And, Tony and I were talking earlier, and he said you can think about it like the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs at the Super Bowl last year, and how excited people were for that. And both teams are good, and both teams are ready. This is what's going to happen here. Well,
and we were just talking a moment ago, you were thinking sold out crowd.
Yes.
I mean, once you have all these seats packed, I think of all the women who are going to be out here watching, again, supporting other women.
Yes.
And it's such good momentum. Anything else that you would add that you want our viewers to know, either behind the scenes, the production, or just the moment going into tomorrow?
Well, I like this. There's a LA attorney, a Los Angeles attorney. Her name is Nina Shaw, and she always says this. I saw her speak once, and she said, you want to be a woman in power, then empower other women. Isn't that good?
That's so good.
And so I'm thinking, that's how I feel about what is happening. Number one, Simone, I love being a girl.
Yes.
I love us as a species. And to show that anything is possible. That's why this is so exciting for us to be here. Anything is possible.
A lot of girl power.
Dream big, dream big, dream bigger. That's all.
Well, WUSA 9 is your home for the National Women's Soccer League Championship. The Washington Spirit taking on Gotham FC. Simone's coverage from San Jose continues tomorrow on WUSA 9 mornings and throughout the day. You can watch that game right here tomorrow night at 8 on WUSA 9.